The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Was that a DJ Brother Z exclusive?
Good afternoon. You are now punched in on your lunch break on the Truth 101.7 FM with your boy Ray Nitty and my amazing co-host, maybe Shannon. Shannon, how you feeling? Talk to me.
Man, I'm doing good. It's Friday. I'm over here singing bow.
Hey. Man, it's Friday, man. We feeling amazing. Callers, don't forget, if you got a question that you'd like to get in, the phone number is 1-833-212-1017. That's 1-833-212-1017. Shannon, we got another amazing interview. We had a week full of jam-packed interviews, man, and we closing out with another amazing interview from Emani Taylor, co-founder of Empower. If you don't know about Empower has been doing some amazing transformative work in the city of Milwaukee for years now. I remember maybe 5+ years ago when during the pandemic, actually, is when I was first kind of introduced physically working with Empower and Biko Beck. I know people like, don't mention Biko, but if you dope, you dope, man. Don't be no hater, man. So if you dope, you dope. But all I'm saying is, man, Empower has been doing, and you work with Aziz. I want to make sure I shout out Aziz as well. You all have been doing amazing work. You take a lot of the data that is in the city and you compile this information and you create amazing solutions and opportunities and resources for our community. And I'm going to let you talk about yourself, but I just feel like I've been seeing you all's work for so long and the impact that it has been doing in the community. And I just want to give you a round of applause from Truth Nation and everybody. And I know Shannon got some amazing questions for y'all. I'm going to be interacting with this chat. Shouts out to our chat. I don't know who all in here yet. I'm going to pull it up, but I know they're going to have some questions for you. Shannon, I'm going to let you do your thing. How you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I just wanted to start by saying thank you for coming on the show, first and foremost. You were born and raised in Milwaukee?
Yes, and also it's great to see you. Cannot wait to see you in person. Just very proud of the work that both of you are doing. So, but yeah, born and raised in Milwaukee. I went to, because you know it's a Milwaukee thing. You got to shout out the school. So
you definitely do.
I went to Morris Middle School.
I thought you was about to say King. I was like, don't
wait,
say it.
just wait.
Right.
Just wait.
We was like, where you go?
Yes, Morris Middle School. I was, one of the gifted and talented. And then I absolutely went to Rufus King, okay? Home of the brightest and the best.
Oh,
okay?
my God. I'll allow it. I'll allow it for now.
I'll allow it.
You're around King royalty, okay?
I'm gonna practice silence. Take it away, Shannon.
So what was that experience like, and what made you want to do something for the city, something so impactful like what you're doing now?
Well, I knew from very young, I always wanted to get into marketing. My background, I went to UW Milwaukee. I have my bachelor's in human resource management, marketing, and I have a certificate in entrepreneurship. I've always loved that marketing is a space where you can be as creative and as expressive as possible. And I love the idea of being able to kind of put myself out there through a body of work. As a part of Empower, and I'm sure we'll kind of talk about how it came up and my role and how we've progressed, it really started off as us wanting to support local businesses. More often than not, it was like smaller Black-owned businesses. And the pandemic is really what caused kind of that structural shift and that necessary shift in our business that really led us. It was a catalyst that pushed us towards public health and kind of recognizing there's this opportunity. We have a very unique opportunity in placement by virtue of who we are, the social capital that we brought, the creativity that we had as a team. We were able to really serve as these connectors between these amazing organizations and resource providers and the harder to reach, quote unquote, community members that they weren't able to engage with in like culturally relevant ways. And so we identified across different issues and spectrums there's a lot of integrated opportunities to serve individuals beyond just like a basic level. And if we're able to create a touch point with a community member, we can then open up the opportunity to help them get connected to mental health resources, health insurance related resources, housing, just a lot of things that particularly in our community within the city of Milwaukee, unfortunately, a lot of the issues and social determinants of health, rather, are kind of showcasing and elevating specific needs and disparities that are primarily affecting Black and Brown communities. And we identified that there was an opportunity to kind of serve these audiences that we come from and that we represent in these unique ways and give them access to multiple resources at once. So the pandemic was kind of how we got there, and that was the eye-opener opportunity for us to say, hey, we should definitely serve this audience more, and we have a unique way to do it in a way where it doesn't feel intrusive, it doesn't feel invasive, right? Because we need to be especially mindful of how we serve and cater to communities that have just had a lot of disparities happening within them. And so, yeah, we just knew we wanted to support our community. We are all born and raised in Milwaukee, so that pride is a little different when you understand the nuances at a cultural level. And we just knew we wanted to show support as much as possible, but do it in a way that's dope and that's fun and that's creative and not like tacky or boring.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys are doing a great job at that. Empower is based specifically in the 53206 zip code. Was that intentional? Why plant the flag there specifically?
Yeah, so our origins were in 53206, and I have to, of course, give weight to my partner's mentor, the late, great Mr. Jones. We were fortunate enough to be able to establish our roots upstairs from WNOV. That was beautiful, and the years that we were able to be there have truly impacted the direction that we go in as a business and how we see collaboration and working with community. Since then, we've been able to transition into the Harambee neighborhood, and so we've been there for the last maybe 5 years or so and have been cementing our roots there and establishing relationships with the partners there. But it was really intentional originally being based in 53206 because at the point in which we had moved there, it represented the number one zip code for a lot of the disparity. So poverty, overdoses, unfortunately, victims of gun violence, homicides, poverty, just so much. And we knew that if we could ground ourselves in this area and start to pour back into that community first, that just made the most sense for us and to us. And we've kind of took that model and that belief and carried it with us into the 53212 neighborhood, which is only like 10 minutes away, so not too far. And we've been starting to branch out and still continue to do work in both of those areas and also serve kind of like a broader city of Milwaukee coverage map as well.
For sure. So you mentioned like co-founders and people you've worked with as well. Aziz Abdullah is your co-founder. What does that partnership look like? How do we divide up that work? Who's calling what shots and who brings what to the table?
Yeah, so I have to shout out our full team because we are an amazing trio foundation team, but the work has since expanded. So Aziz Abdullah, who you called out, was one of the first people that I met. His amazing wife now, Raven Abdullah, she is truly like the heart and the absolute backbone of the company. I think when individuals think of Empower, rightfully so, they think of Aziz. Mm-hmm. He has always been kind of the face of the company, and he is the CEO, so it makes absolute sense. But I think as people start to work alongside of us more, they realize Raven is kind of like the silent boss behind the doors. She's keeping everything.
Usually how it works.
Yeah, she's keeping everything. Yeah, she's keeping everything moving. And we used to joke that she and I were both security for Aziz. We were very protective of his energy and his space and who had access to him. But our story, and then I'll tell a little bit more about kind of who does what. Our story started actually with two amazing brothers, Q and Khalif El-Amin. So we got to shout them out because they are absolutely amazing. And I know I would not be here a part of the team if it wasn't for them. They had maybe, I don't know, 9 years ago, around 2018, they had launched their inaugural cohort for the Blueprint. I had the fortunate opportunity to enter into the competition with one of my beloved friends for her business, and we entered into the competition. I actually met Aziz at that competition, and it was maybe like a 12-week series. We ultimately ended up tying second, Aziz and I. So we were originally competitors. We also, ironically, were both voted like the cohort favorites or whatever, and we were able to speak on behalf of the cohort and the experience at the end of it. But we originally were not business partners. We were competitors. By the end of that, we had identified opportunities for us to continue to work together. He had like a marketing company he was working on. I had recently graduated with my marketing degree. I knew that I wanted to pursue marketing. And my friend, she kind of knew from the beginning I wanted to help build her business up, but it wasn't like the exact alignment with kind of what I was focusing on, and I wanted to support her from a marketing perspective. So we already kind of had that plan on the front end, and it just worked out for Aziz and I to start working together. He was already working alongside of Raven, who has her background in project management and operations. And so as he was, because if anybody knows Aziz, they know he's a true visionary. He does not stop moving and running. He's go, 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 go. And so with that, you need someone who can help organize, apply structure to what's happening. And so Raven was already kind of in that background supporting him. And then when we met, we all just kind of started working on the same things together. So it was a very natural process for us to come together, and we just developed Empower. And within that, Aziz, again, as I mentioned, he's our CEO. He's the head of business development. He manages a lot of the relationships. He oversees like account management, sales. strategy. I mean, that is one of the most creative, strategic minds I've ever met. So I have to give him his kudos there, right? Raven, again, her mind is so brilliant in the way that she can problem solve and she can organize. And she does it with just this heart of service. She does not allow us to forget the why behind what we are doing. And just kind of continuing to bring us back to who are we doing this for and how does this serve God in what we're doing, right? Because that's very important for us as well.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. So before we get any further into this amazing interview with Emani Taylor of Empower, we got to go take care of some stuff real quick, y'all. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on The Truth 101.7 FM with Ray and Shannon.
The Brew Crew are back on June 2nd.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the San Francisco Giants.
Got him swinging. Threw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
Brewers baseball is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in June 2nd at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee or check your local listings to watch the game.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dreaming of owning your first home? Don't settle for a fixer-upper. Build a brand new home with Milwaukee Habitat for Humanity. They partner with first-time buyers to make home ownership possible with little to no down payment and a team that's on your side every step of the way. Even if you're just starting to explore what's possible, they're here to help you take the next step. If your household earns between $55,000 and $90,000 a year, you may qualify. Visit MilwaukeeHabitat.org to learn more.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? We're talking things like old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Welcome back to the lunch break on The Truth 101.7 FM. Shouts out to the chat, y'all. We got some people in the chat. We are interviewing Emani Taylor today, and it is going amazing. Ain't she a beautiful speaker for somebody that went to King High School? I think that is amazing.
Not too much, Ray. Not too much.
I didn't know. I forgot. Sierra in the building as well, y'all. Sierra is our Raven, the woman behind the scenes, keeping everything in order and keeping us. And she went to Rufus King, unfortunately. But, you know, we'll allow it. But shouts out to Reginald Jones, Jasmine, Craig. I'm not a city girl. The chat, everybody is saying, not everybody. You got a few Riverside Generals. Look at me. Rufus King Generals in here as well, welcoming you to the show. So before, Shannon, before you continue into it, I had a quick question. I know we got to wrap up soon, but I wanted to touch bases with you, getting your thought process on, because as you said, y'all started during the pandemic, right? And you saw a need for all of these services for folks. What did you notice from our community when the pandemic started, and then once people came out of the pandemic? Because I've heard a lot of people were dealing with mental issues or domestic violence in those situations. What was that like for Empower and transitioning into life beyond the pandemic? And then Shannon, I promise I'll shut up and stay out your way.
No, I appreciate that question. So I feel like we had about a year in trying to kind of get our feet wet and understand the landscape and understand who we wanted to be as a business in this marketing world, right? Before the pandemic started. And when the pandemic hit, I think everyone was feeling a lot of isolation, even within our team, there was a lot of stress in trying to figure out how to navigate, how to communicate. But that, on the flip side, really highlighted the opportunity and the necessity to create a sense of community. I think a lot of people were kind of grappling with how to deal day by day. You called out that we do a lot of data mining, building, and aggregating earlier. And we do a lot of work now in the violence prevention and intervention space, especially over the last few years. I was just looking at some of the data that we were compiling earlier this week, and it was just showcasing that between 2019 and like the height of the pandemic is when non-fatal shootings were at its peak and were continuing to rise. So violence was continuing to rise during that time frame, and I feel like that was just a societal response to the need for community, the need for support, the need for safe spaces. And I think us having that recognition, especially as you were starting to hear, because not everyone across the nation, right, did a really great job quarantining. We're not going to act like everybody was inside. They were not, right? And I think we started to see, like, when that lull happened of people's desire to stay inside kind of stopped, and people were wanting to get out. They were wanting to create these spaces to just be, kind of return to some sense of normalcy, however that was for them previously. And we really saw the opportunity. And a lot of this, we have to give credit to Raven's mom, Miss Gwen Washington. She is absolutely amazing. She is a legend in her own right, and the work that she has been doing independently in the community, like, deserves more recognition. She is one of the core reasons as to why it is we expanded from just a marketing agency to a marketing and community outreach agency. The work that she did on the ground, directly servicing community members and trying to get organizations to work together. Like, she's one of the reasons why one of our core values as a company is deeply rooted in collaboration, because I think the pandemic forced a lot of people into quarantine physically, right? It also forced people to have a siloed approach in terms of how they approach engaging with community and their work. This whole, like, crab in a bucket mentality that people like to assume Milwaukee has. I don't think that's necessarily as apparent as people can make it seem. However, some of that was present, like that survival mentality and kind of having more of a scarcity-based mindset of this idea of, if I don't own this resource, it's going to go away, or I don't know how to preserve it. We were noticing a lot of that, like, silos happening, and we had a desire to try to get people to come together from a community-based organizational side and actual, like, community members, so that people can just share these resources and build community. We just noticed that people were desiring it, how they were showing it in positive or more harmful or self-destructive ways. The root of it was just people needed a sense of community, and so that became an integrated part of how we do our outreach, because we knew people wanted to get outside, they wanted to talk to people, and that was our prime opportunity to get them informed about the amazing resources that exist across Milwaukee County, because we are not a resource-deprived city or county. The issue is that people don't know about it as much, and our goal is really trying to help individuals get connected and helping community organizations work together, because a lot of them are addressing the same problem with the same audience.
True. Yeah, so as far as Empower, you guys have been going hard for a little while now. It's been years. In 5 years, where do you see Empower?
Ooh, I love that question, because it's something that we are asking ourselves, and it's one of the key points that's directing us. So in keeping alignment with the spirit of collaboration, each of us want to help build systems that can live beyond us. We want to bring in the next wave of agencies and creatives who want to pour deeply into Milwaukee, who care about the city and who want to see it be better for the next generation. We want to work directly with the youth today and help them see new opportunities. And so we're trying to kind of give back and pour into the garden that exists within the city and kind of plant those seeds. So in the next 5 years, there's a new Aziz, there's a new Raven, there's a new Emani. We're kind of stepping more into an advisory role, helping to drive the strategic direction, and still building up business development. We're really hoping that we can cement relationships among, different community organizations with each other, so that they can continue to work and kind of just directly solve and address some of the issues and the disparities that exist, so that we can just help people become better self-determinants of their health. That's always our goal.
For sure. And one of my last questions before you head out, what would you say to a young woman that's listening and they hear what you've built with Empower? What would you say to a woman that wants to know, like, how do I get where you are?
Do not be afraid to put yourself out there. Networking is important. You are much more valuable than what you realize. You know the answers, and it doesn't always take a man to be the person to say it. Sometimes it takes them a few years to come to the idea that you already had. So understand that what you bring is worthy and valuable. Just stand behind yourself, stand firm, and just keep your faith at the top of it, and you'll always be good to go.
Quick, one last question for you. Please tell us how people can keep up with you.
Yeah. So I am not a super social person, but I do post from time to time. I have 2 Instagrams. Don't ask me why.
Or to keep up with Empower.
I'm going to do both because we working on it across the board. So people can find me at Emani Tay or like Emani_Tay. Empower, we are going through a beautiful rebrand right now. So it's Empower Agency. Don't be alarmed if you don't see any content yet. We've been working very busy in the community for the last 8 years. So now we're going to be publishing all the work that we've been doing. So Empower Agency across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And you can just find me through just searching my name. I'm pretty easy to Google.
Well, Emani, Rufus King alumni, we thank you for the amazing work that you've been doing with Empower. You, Aziz, Raven, you all deserve a major, major round of applause. And we look forward to seeing more and hearing more and working more with y'all in the future. Truth Nation, don't go anywhere. This is the lunch break with Ray and Shannon on Truth 101.7 FM.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. Hi, I'm Priscilla Presley. My love for animals began when I was 5 years old. That sparked a lifelong commitment to speak up for animals who can't speak for themselves. Elvis and I supported American Humane Society because your compassion can change a life. American Humane Society strengthens the bond between humans and animals. Please visit AmericanHumane.org to learn more. Thank you.
Don't miss one of Milwaukee's favorite summer traditions, the U-Path Ride for Arts, presented by Miller Lite, returns Sunday, May 31st. Ride a fully closed 20-mile course across the Hone Bridge with incredible lakefront views. Kids 12 and under ride free thanks to the Brewers Community Foundation. All in support of Southeastern Wisconsin Performing Arts. 7 a.m. start, finish at U-Path Fest on Summerfest grounds. Register today at upaathride.org. That's UPAFRIDE.org.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th at Franklin Field, featuring live performances by Rick Ross, Genuine, Soulja Boy, Frankie J, Mims, Petey Pablo, Jaquan, and Milwaukee's very own Big Frank. It's Milwaukee's biggest throwback party of the summer, all for $29. There will be craft margaritas, Milwaukee's best taco vendors, authentic Lucha Libre wrestling, an exotic car showcase, a Chihuahua beauty pageant, art installations, and so much more. Tacos and Tequila Festival, Saturday, May 30th. Get your tickets now at tacosandtequilafestival.com.
At UW Milwaukee, students don't have to wait until college to start building their future. Roar Ready lets students K through 12th grade join in hands-on programs across campus. From science and tech to arts, sports, and more, students try new things, meet new people, and build skills that matter. Programs are led by UW Milwaukee faculty, staff, and current students. And it's easy to register online. Get started today at uwm.edu/roarready. UW Milwaukee. Roar Ready. Your child's future starts here.
Okay, I'm straight from the north side. Thought I won't respond well, you got the wrong guy. I came to ball and you just courtside. Jen wanna play, but he's still the wrong size. Whoa, flagrant. Cactus Club, May 25th, main event. His last one took 2 hours. That's why I came and went. It's all about quality, and that's the way it gotta be. I'm sorry, I'm better. That's what I got for an apology. Yeah, it's a cold world. It's all fun and games till I'm chilling with your... Nah. I ain't gotta take it there. Elevated flows and I still might take the stairs. It's all about the journey, my guy. Truth be told, I'm not...
Welcome back to the lunch break on the Truth 101.7 FM. We are live at the American Family Insurance Studio in the 3rd Street Market Hall, located in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. I am your host, Ray Nitty, and my amazing host, maybe Shannon. Shannon, how you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good. That was a dope interview. Emani got some pretty hair. I was over here looking like you know, there's certain type of people that always want to touch our hair. I was feeling like that over here. I was like,
you one of them? Can I touch your hair? Type of people.
Yeah, well, I'm not. But like her hair was very pretty. Like I was just like, man, it looked all soft and let me just look scalp massage.
Don't act like that now. Shouts out to our top 3 in the chat real quick. Jasmine, who's number 2? Number 2 is Not Really a City Girl, and number 3 today is Lucretia. Shouts out to our top 3 in the chat. If you got a question, if you got a thought, please call in 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. Man, Shannon, so our first week is almost in the books, man, and I feel like the people haven't really gotten to know us yet because our production staff has done such an amazing job in lining up. What we did, about 7 interviews in 3 days or something like that.
I think it might have been 7 the first day. But
Yeah, it definitely was 4 or 5 the first day. But man, I think the people want to know a little bit about us, so I'd love to get in your business real quick.
Man, let's go.
And
Let's go.
You didn't go to King, did you?
Absolutely not.
Okay, thank you. You went to Tech.
That wasn't in my trajectory, guys. I went to Tech when the riots were happening.
When the riots were happening.
Look, King and Riverside wasn't it was one of those schools where I was like, dang, that's the good kids school. You know what Tech doing?
No, I'll take the good kids school. So Shannon, tell us about you. Tell us, where were you born and raised, your Milwaukee experience, and a couple people was like, she's not even from Milwaukee. She ain't know about the bump outs. Like she, so just tell the people who you are. Then I got some other questions for you.
Well, first of all, I knew about the bump outs. I didn't know what y'all was talking about. I wasn't calling them bump outs. My sister was like, look, last time you was talking about the bump outs and how we hated this. I was like, oh, that.
Right.
But anywho, born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, my whole life. I grew up on the city's north side. My parents lived in the same exact house my entire life on that busy street, 51st Street. It was across the street. I think Cuckoo Cow Manager used to live over there by that church. So I remember when I was little, people used to go to the door and try to get little posters signed and stuff. So yeah, we lived over there my whole entire life. And most people that know me or even went to Congress or Tech, because that's where I went K through 8. I went to Congress Elementary School over there on Congress. Then I went to Tech afterward. They know where I've been, where I'm from. I did some hosting in the city. We've done a lot of activations in the city as far as like getting people out to vote, going to the jails and talking to people about COVID and resources that were available to them. So throughout my lifetime in Milwaukee, I think I've been very busy. I've been everywhere, a little bit everywhere. I've been, like I said, I used to even host in the clubs. I used to put together different events. I did makeup in Milwaukee. I've done makeup for not only like regular people, but celebrities, even up and coming celebrities from Milwaukee. So that's where a lot of my ties come from as well. Yeah, man. I've done a lot in the city. And then I literally, I'm always there. I'm there at least once a month. Milwaukee's home. All of my family and friends are still there. I'm back and forth. So yeah, man. I'm from Milwaukee through and through.
Through and through, Milwaukee through and through. 414, what it do? So we got a question from the chat. They want to know, who are the people on the wall behind you?
Want me to take it off? No, I'm just it's some stuff I got from Ross. Yep. Actually, shout out to Ross. I gotta step out of there. This one says just chilling. They're paintings. They're not even actual people.
Oh, it's just wall decor.
Mama ain't even
Them ain't your family members. Let's see if we. I thought that was a abuelita or something.
Like one of the Wisconsin Dell wanted posters or something that you could get.
Yeah,
that's
what I thought.
The little
it
character.
was.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was.
Oh my goodness.
The little photo shoot.
Right. Right. The Sears.
Yeah, you get to.
I don't have any
pick what you want to wear.
Family members, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad, Shannon. Well, no, y'all. That's not them ain't nobody she know in the pictures on the wall. She ain't putting nothing in the frame yet. Is
She
what
know
that
them
means.
now.
Right. She just ain't putting nothing in the frame yet. Okay, another question for you, Shannon. And we're gonna save some for when you in studio, because I think we're gonna have a real good time when you get here. But I know we have
June 2nd, by the way.
June 2nd. Don't go anywhere. Hang in with us now. But I will say this, right? I've been seeing you work and grow your brand for a long time. And I know you battle with the struggle of people mischaracterizing your brand. They look at you and they be like, oh, she just Instagram baddie. What does she know about politics? Like, what is it like you having to deal with that? Because I think once people really, we've known each other for a few years now, and I always see the same reaction. Once people talk to you and see you in person and see your personality, they're like, well, damn, she cool as hell. So, and she don't just know about makeup. She know about politics and all and real life issues. So tell me, how was it for that, and what is your thoughts on that?
It's funny you say that because that's genuinely like that's the same reaction time and time again, and it comes from men and women. Because I do understand people will see me and be like, oh, okay, like she probably only care about makeup and taking pictures and blah blah blah. But they get to know me and they like, oh, you cool. So like it's funny you say that because even when I was talking to Myron on like the one of the polls, like we have like our parties to polls buses, and he was like, I be trying to explain to people that's our homeboy, but you can't tell by a picture. But when you talk to me, it's like I'm super down to earth. I'm super chill. I'm one of the funnest people you gonna ever hang around. One of the realest people you gonna hang around. I'm always down to like have real conversations about anything. I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to reach across the aisle. Like in school, like I was in homecoming court, but I feel like that win, or even prom queen, but that win was from me talking to everybody. Like I will talk to anybody about anything, whatever subject. There's not something that I won't be willing to talk about or won't might be like, oh, I just don't even want to know about it. No, like tell me what's going on. What y'all thinking? Where did this come from? How did this happen? So I've always been that type of person, and I've always been able to just like survive in any room. You know what I mean? I've always been able to kind of talk to anybody. Like there's nobody that scares me. There's nobody that makes me feel intimidated. I'm not that type of person. Even when it comes to like being in a room full of women that are like more powerful, more beautiful, whatever, I'm like, how do I get like you? I'm not the type of person that'll be like, man, I'm just gonna close off and this person probably like this. And I want to know how you are so I can make a correct judgment, right? So I've always just been open to like learning about people. And that's one of the things that drove me to hosting and doing podcasts and coordinating events and stuff like that. Cause I love people, and I love like, what y'all got going on over there?
Yeah.
Like, let me see. Look, let me go to the south side. What's the beef over here? Look, like, I'm in everybody's business. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. So navigating that has been something I've dealt with my whole life. And I come to any environment knowing like that's something I might have to navigate. And I have to be cognizant of being like, okay, I look this way, but I have to like almost prove myself. And it's not in a way where I'm like, please like me, but I'm going to show up as myself every time. And if somebody don't like me, the beauty of me is I don't care. Like, I'm not like, please like me. Be my best friend. Please, like, because those people annoy me. Like, it's like, bro, if somebody just don't match with you, if y'all don't rock with each other, that's okay.
That's cool.
You ain't got to be everybody's best friend. But I showed up as myself, and I gave you who I am. And whether you like it or not, I mean, hey, I gave you the grace to be who you are and show me who you are. And we can move on from there.
Man, so they talking about the Dale's picks in the they said the Dale's picks are fire. Oh man.
I'm about to make an AI picture of me and all of these Victorian women.
Speaking of AI, man, can we get some real photos of us, man? We done been in hot air balloons. We done been on speedboats. They got me about 50 pounds slimmer than what I am on AI. But
look, I'm still looking for your African print T-shirts. I ain't seen you with them. I'm actually gonna get you some for Christmas or something.
Man, you know what's crazy?
Like
the shirt that they got, that's actually a real shirt. So I'm going to wear that when you come in studio. So
you got it?
I'm going to wear that shirt when you come in studio.
Yo, we gotta wear our AI shirts first episode.
So, you left Milwaukee to chase your dream. You was building your brand. It was a super, super huge sacrifice. And you have, I don't know if you want me to tell people, but you have a daughter as well.
I do.
Okay. And, share more like, what is that like? A mom from Milwaukee has big dreams and aspirations, feeling like the city doesn't have enough resources to get us to the dreams that we want to aspire to as creatives. And I feel like that's a good way into our closing segment of the lack of artistic and creative resources that are here in Milwaukee. Well, not the lack of, but the lack of how they're distributed, in my opinion.
For sure.
But just tell people of how you ended up in Vegas and not knowing about what the street bump outs was.
And why you don't know. So yeah, like you said, it was one of those things where it was like a huge sacrifice because, as I mentioned before, all of my friends, all of my family are in Milwaukee. And I think it kind of rang true throughout a lot of the interviews we did this week where they said, like, it's important for people to get out there and see what's out there, because I was one of those people. I'm from Milwaukee's North Side. My parents weren't rich. You know, they were working class people. So we didn't travel a lot. We weren't like going to different states and different countries and stuff like that. So it was like, I knew other things were out there, but the opportunity for me to get out there and see it wasn't there. So when I made the decision, I was just like, man, I really want to move. Like, it's scary for somebody that really didn't travel much outside of the North Side, you know? But my family and friends were super supportive. Like, one of my friends was like, you've done everything in Milwaukee. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna do now? Like, I mean, do it a second time, a third time? Like, I've done everything from kissing babies and shaking hands like a politician. You know what I mean? So there's nothing more for me to touch there, but what I can go out and bring back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, if I make this decision, I know I'll be out there on my own. So that took a lot of careful planning. And like you said, like, I don't think the resources just aren't there, but they're not distributed properly. There's not a lot of like, I feel like there's not a lot of opportunity given to us. And like, for us to create opportunity, we got to go somewhere and we have to figure out like, okay, how are they doing it here? So I always was interested in just moving and figuring it out, like what they're doing other places. So when I saved up enough money and like was in a good position to do so, I had the support of my friends and family. They said, Milwaukee's still gonna be here. You go out there, see what you can do, and hey, if you need to come back, you can come back. Like, shout out to my parents, because they're like, man, #1 supporters. I sound spoiled because like they weren't rich people, but god dang it, my dad would have coffee for me in the morning and my mom was still washing my clothes. I was like, I gotta be grown for real. And you mentioned my daughter, I'd be like, I'm on my way to pick my daughter up from school. My dad like, I already got her. I'm like, man, that's the life. So I might just come back and move in just so I can not have to worry about grown people stuff.
Man, speaking of coming back and moving in, the people want you in studio, Shannon. So we're going to have to figure out this Vegas thing after we come back from the break. But don't go anywhere. You are tuned in to The Truth, 101.7 FM. This is your lunch break with Ray Nitty and maybe Shannon.
What's the word, Milwaukee? It's your favorite producer, Meech. Don't just check in. Tap in with Jazz Tyler.
Tap in. We are live and direct Monday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And I am your host, Jazz Tyler. This platform is for the youth, the voices of the city. We are here to remind the world that your voice matters. Hit us up, tap in, and let us know what's on your mind, because the time is now. Tap in.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because we know you love working weekends, if it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on where you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Now that I'm retired, I'm worried about making ends meet. Food, medicine, and rent cost more every day. And that's why I used benefitscheckup.org. It connected me to an extra $1,000 a month. Benefitscheckup.org is a free service from the National Council on Aging. If you're on a fixed income, benefitscheckup.org might help you too. For free. Visit today.
What a shame. I heard my brother causing wreck. Geeked up off coffee beans and talking out they neck. What you mean that you the king? You ain't crowned but deep. Tooting they own horn. That's that jazz cavity. Who he think he talking to? Spilling water by the verses, about to mop them too. Treat them like a gallery. I hang them in there.
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Welcome back to the lunch break on the Truth 101.7 FM. I am your host, Ray Nitty, and my amazing host, maybe Shannon, who will be in studio next week, and we're going to turn the place up for y'all, man. We are live in the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. I feel like this was divine intervention.
That's crazy.
I can't even make this up,
It's
Shannon,
crazy.
right? So we got it. You got the clip, Zach?
I don't have the clip.
Okay, but I know everybody's seen it.
Yeah.
The homie, the homie, he's running for governor. He's running for governor, and he's going around stealing. Kidnapping signs and holding them for hostage. And he's doing this in front of police stations. He did his interview in front of police stations. He's actually standing right outside the window. I wish we could pan the camera. Well, he's not there.
Are you kidding me right now?
I can't make this up.
Stop.
But you know, if you haven't seen it, he's basically going around taking the Rebecca Hong signs, Tom Tifano signs, and this is a crime. You know what I'm saying? And they interviewing him, and he's like, "Are you nervous about getting arrested or anything?" He's like, "Absolutely not." No. Not at all. And it was like, "You're stealing people's signs. It's a crime." He's like, "I'm not stealing the signs. I'm holding the signs hostage until the state is liberated from." There you go, right? I wish we could have got him in here. Different. But
there he is. There he is. He's walking away. He's walking away.
Oh, you got him? You got him? You can see
gotta
him?
get him.
And he got his same do-rag on too.
Ray, I told you yesterday, we gotta interview him.
But it was funny to me because I remember when I sent footage of what looked like Bob Bauman to be stealing my signs from off of Wisconsin Avenue. I sent it to the media. I sent it to a bunch of different news outlets, and nobody covered it. But it's amazing to me to see how much traction is being picked up now. Everybody cares about signs now being stolen, but nobody cared when the old figure, white-haired person in the image was stealing my signs. I can't confirm or deny if it was him, but, you know, it feels like it was. So it was just funny to see him, y'all. So maybe when you in studio, Shannon, we could pull up that clip and actually show that interview.
Please pull it up because I think we need to have him in for an interview because he is also running for mayor.
No, governor.
Am I not?
He's running for governor.
Governor. So, I mean, that would be a good interview. He's running for governor. He's legit.
And they was just shaking up with him and everything in there. They asked him, "Do you think you could win this race?" And his answer was absolutely not. But
but he's trying.
But he's trying. And for me, it was like I'm almost sure people were looking at him like they were looking at me when I ran for office for downtown Milwaukee in the 4th Automatic District. But it just shows that I like when people, non-traditional candidates, believe in themselves, believe in their message, and say, "I'm gonna push the envelope. I'm gonna be a part of the process and see what it looks like, and see what it looks like to even say I'm putting my hat in the race to not just get behind a laptop or phone and type how I feel and all the solutions that need to be done. It take a lot to put yourself out there. You put your life, your family, everybody under a microscope. Like, I got racially attacked by this man's wife. You feel me? And he is yet to apologize to the community for it. He just says, I don't represent those views. Sure, that's fine, but that's clearly something y'all talked over casserole at dinner. So
that green bean casserole.
Or whatever casserole it is, I just more so think
it's green bean.
That's exactly what
Coming
I think,
from a
right?
half white person is green bean.
So my struggle with that was how much they wanted me as the person who was attacked to be answering questions about, do I think he's racist, or do I think his wife is racist, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, ask him. His wife is the one that said these things about the community, or said people should stop making babies and you know, get jobs and so forth, and say, like,
he was going nuts.
So we gonna get into all of those things, and I know we don't got too much time left because the grapevine is about to start shortly here. But I just wanted to give you some time, Shannon, to finish talking about your transition from Milwaukee to Vegas and eventually back to Milwaukee, because I'm going to try to convince you to be in studio with me, because I think we could do some amazing things, man. But anything you want to say to Truth Nation before we sign off? Shouts out to the chat. Chat was going crazy today, man. Number 1 is still Jasmine. Number 2 is not really a city girl still. And we got a new number 3. New number 3 is Reginald Jones. But take us home this last minute, Shannon.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Truth Nation, for accepting us in, giving us the constructive criticism we need to make this show great. It's been great. This is a great first week. I feel like we've done an excellent job of like including y'all and trying to integrate into y'all world, because we got some of the family that have been rocking with Truth Nation for a while now. So thank you guys for being patient with us and, like, you know, joining us on this new journey. And I'm excited to be in office. I'm excited to be in studio. I'm gonna come with a laptop and a briefcase.
And apparently we got to take a Dell's trip too.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to the Dells.
Yeah, they said we gotta go. We gotta go to the Dells to take a photo to commemorate the show.
Absolutely, I'm
do
with
a
it.
Truth Nation Dells trip picture.
Let's do it. Let's find a sponsor for that. But thank you, Shannon. I can't wait to see you next week. Don't go anywhere, because my homie Manan Sabir is up next with the Grapevine. That's our time, y'all, on the lunch break. Thank you for tuning in to The Truth 101.7 FM with your boy, Ray Nitty, and my amazing co-host, Maybe Shannon. See y'all next week.
Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate.